what's up? My name is Emmy Lou and I've been a medium for about 7 years now. Today I'm going to teach you how to read auras, or explain how I read somebody's aura. How do I explain an aura? Now listen, it's not constant. I don't see them around people constantly. I kind of have to try, but I was doing it without trying to do it, and then I realized what I was doing and I was like, oh. So have you ever been like just sitting there staring at a person for a really long time and then you start to see like an outline around them? I'm acting like I like stare at people. So I used to accidentally read my teachers' auras in school or in college a lot. Teachers would normally stand in front of like a chalkboard or a dry erase board or like a white brick wall, you know, and it made it very easy to read their auras because you're just staring at them for like 20 minutes at a time, and you kind of like space out a little bit and you would see like their like energy around them as they move. Maybe, I don't know, does that happen to you? If that happens to you, you're seeing somebody's aura. The best way to read somebody's aura is to have them stand in front of like a white background or just like a plain background, really. A lot of my like beginning videos, you could probably see my aura. If you want to practice on me, go right ahead. I don't know if you've seen those TikToks of like the people with the hands on like a white wall and they move. Some of those videos I think are edited. I may be wrong. I mean, that's what it looks like to see an aura. So if you're seeing that, yeah. But sometimes I think those videos are edited. I don't think they're completely true. I think people do something to them. I don't know what they do, but I think they're doing something to it. I've seen ones that I think are real, but like still, I get off vibes from it. I am able to read auras off of pictures, off of somebody sitting in front of me. It's just sometimes it gets a little awkward because like I'll just like stare at you. Not gonna lie, sometimes I don't really enjoy that part. I don't normally make eye contact. I usually stare at this blank space in somebody's forehead about right here. I almost kind of stare at somebody to the point where they get blurry. I dissociate a little bit. How do you do that? I don't know. I've always been able to do that. I just get bored easily. Can't really see the person's like features or anything like that. It's almost like I'm looking past that person. And a lot of the times it'll start off as like a white light, and then as they move, you're able to see colors. It can be like a blurry mix of colors around somebody. So I'm going to give you guys a quick description on my definitions of the colors that I see on people's auras and what they usually mean when I'm giving somebody a reading. Again, what works for me may not work for you. It really depends on your gifts and what you feel in your gut instinct. This is just an example of what I do. Purple is an aura color that can really represent somebody who is spiritually awakened. When I normally see purple, I usually assume that person is very spiritually open, usually is kind of working with the beyond, even if they aren't aware of it. A white aura or a white translucent aura is somebody that is like very balanced, completely calm. They're usually just focused on one thing and they have like a priority that they are set. They're almost on like autopilot. Now, if you see somebody with a red aura, these people are normally really outgoing. They're very enthusiastic people and they usually make great leaders. Red can also represent like somebody who is like driven and like going towards their goals and like putting in a lot of effort and work towards something in their life. It's somebody who is producing like a lot of energy towards someone or something. Red auras can sometimes also be a little bit aggressive and impatient. That's like where you gotta like read the person. Orange represents somebody who is very creative. You usually see orange auras around people that are like in the depths of like a creative project, whether it be like writing, art, anything like that. People that are like remodeling their houses will have like orange auras around them because they're thinking of creative things and different solutions. Orange is also a very outgoing energy, but it's not as in your face as red auras can be. It's more like relaxed outgoing, if that makes sense. Now, yellow auras are just people who are smart as shit. I've noticed if you see yellow around somebody, it usually means that they're just growing their knowledge and learning a lot more things. Sometimes they can be a little cocky, but that's okay. That's fine. It's well deserved because they normally know what they're talking about. People with yellow auras are normally the people that will come up to you and be like, hey, you want to hear a riddle? You want to do a puzzle? I don't know. They just make you think. If you need a problem solved, they're probably a good friend to talk to though. Green auras are usually around moms. Usually represent somebody who is very nurturing, very loving. It represents Mother Nature. Somebody who's like in a healing process. They give the best hugs. Like they are the people that make everybody feel at home and okay. They just give really good advice, and when you are sad or feeling bad, like a green aura person is just gonna make everything feel better. They're great people. They're great people. I love a green aura. If you see a green aura, that's a good person for sure. Blue auras represent like somebody who's like at inner peace. Like they have fully come full circle. They're very wise people. They're usually quiet. Blue auras have just been through a lot and they're okay with it. They're okay with their life and their choices, and they just have been around the block. You've seen their share of things and they know right from wrong. If you know somebody with a blue aura, you want to be honest with them for sure. Because if you lie to somebody with a blue aura, they usually can pick up on that shit and they will read right through you, and they just know. So you might as well just be honest with them because they'll probably help you out. They probably have some really good advice anyway, so like don't miss out on that. I see a lot of the times that people think black auras mean negativity, which they can, but it also can mean a person is just going through like a really big transformation in their life and like their life's kind of been like flipped upside down. I've also seen black auras kind of represent like a sickness, almost depression. It doesn't mean that the person's a bad person. It means that they're going through something in their life that isn't necessarily a positive energy. These are the people that really need help the most. I've seen it represent like addiction, depression, anxiety, loss. I've also seen black auras around people that are conducting shadow work. I don't know, maybe I should do a video on shadow work. Shadow work is when like somebody does like work on themselves and they kind of like, you know, it's kind of like self-therapy almost. Well, when they do that, they kind of dig up parts of themselves that they're not like really liking, and they're like trying to accept themselves for who they are. That sometimes can bring on a black or dark aura. So I feel like those are like the main ones that like are very commonly seen. There's obviously a ton of different aura colors. There's silver, gold, and like turquoise, and like coral, and like shades of every color, but that's like very in depth, and I feel like we're just gonna start on the beginner path. If you'd like a part 2 to this to get more in depth into aura readings, let me know. Like the video, like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And yeah, so I hope you guys really liked this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I am sending you guys all love and light and positive energy, and I hope you have a wonderful whenever this finds you. Bye.